playing other instruments, that was sort of spawned out of necessity. You know, like I said before, you know, where I lived, I was too far from the city to walk to somebody's house, you know, to necessarily get, you know, other music, to get into the network. So I would sort of, when I made my recordings on my 4-track, I would have to do everything on my own. So I would play the drums and play a little beat. And then I would play a bass part and then overdub a guitar part. And a piano part or something. But you know, I don't consider myself, you know, a master at all different instruments. That's not how I see myself. I consider myself musically inclined. That's how I would put it. And I think that I excel as a guitar player. That's my strong point. And then, you know, and also probably under that would be, you know, singing and that sort of thing. And then by, you know, my records, like you were asking me, I play the drums and play the bass. I've always had a love for the bass guitar, and I've always listened to the bass in music, you know, and the guys like Bootsy Collins and Stanley Clarke and those kind of players. That's the style of bass playing that always kind of grabbed me as a young kid, you know. And so when I pick up a bass, I kind of want to emulate those guys, you know. But it just comes, the multi-instrument thing comes out of necessity. A lot of times I'll come up with an idea, and it'll be too late at night to call a drummer to come over and play, so I'll jump behind the drums and mic it up. It might take me 15 tries to get it the way I want it, whereas a real drummer would come in and do it in 1 or 2 takes. But you know, at the end of the day, I get what I want, and you know, it's fun for me to do that. I enjoy doing that. It's creative, and it's not the only way I work, but it's one way that I like to make my recordings.